What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another Pitching Ninja's filthiest pitches of the day. I am Pitching Ninja, and I'm here, as always, with Will. No, I'm not here with Will today because he may be having a baby today. How about that? If y'all want to send him a gift, hit that super thanks, donate anything. All that money goes to Will and his baby gifts. So if you want to thank Will for all his hard work and all the hard work he's going to be doing with the new baby, feel free to hit that super thanks, donate whatever you'd like. Without Will here, I guess I'm going to talk to myself. To me, the biggest thing that jumped out at me yesterday was Tarik Skubal. Skubal was absolutely fantastic yesterday at the top of his game. He had 7 strikeouts and 7 scoreless innings. He had this 98-mile-an-hour fastball. He got absolutely fired up. He painted with 99 and then had this 101-mile-an-hour FU fastball. Check that out. Skubal was absolutely shoving. He also had this curveball, and probably the pitch of the game for him was his changeup. He had 11 swinging strikes on his changeup and picked up a Jiffy Lube special. You know what a Jiffy Lube special is? That would be a K with 3 consecutive changeups. Jake Rogers after the game said Skubal's changeup is so tough to hit because its spin looks exactly like his fastball. Skubal helped the Tigers claw past the Phillies 4-1. He faced Ranger Suarez, who had 4 Ks in 6 innings, giving up 4 runs. He had this inside two-seamer, just inside. We'll take it, though. He had these curveballs, including this dehelmeting curveball. We're going to call this the Ned Stark curveball. Is that too soon? This game also zipped along at 2 hours and 4 minutes. This could have gone for 4 hours and 4 minutes, and it still would have been riveting watching Tarik Skubal at the top of his game. Now on to the rest of my whip around the league. Mitch Keller had 6 Ks in 5 2/3 innings, giving up 3 earned runs. He had this 98-mile-an-hour fastball, these curveballs and sweepers. And he faced Hunter Greene, who had 5 Ks in 4 innings, giving up 6 runs. This game will forever be known as the Hunter Greene puke game. Not because Greene led the Reds to some heroic victory after throwing up on the field. That didn't happen. They lost 9-5. But because he just puked. And puking on the field and still pitching, I don't know, that's pretty awesome. I don't want to feature him too much here because last time I featured a guy for puking on the field, it became a big deal in spring training.
You know, last year we kind of gauged how good you were, or anybody, on if they got on Pitching Ninja. So, have you ever been on Ninja?
For puking.
That was you?
After spewing, Greene had this 98-mile-an-hour fastball and painted with his fastball as well as his slider. The Guardians outscored the Orioles 10-8. Logan Allen had 5 Ks in 3 innings, giving up 6 runs. He had this fastball and changeups. Faced Cole Irvin, who was had 1 K in 4 innings, giving up 8 runs. Only 4 of them were earned. Cut that in half at least. And he had this inside two-seamer. The Twins were snake bit yesterday and lost to the D-backs 5-4. Joe Ryan had 5 Ks in 6 innings, giving up 4 runs and had this sweeper. He faced Brandon Pfaadt, who had 2 Ks in 6 1/3 innings, giving up 4 runs and had the sinker and painted sweeper. Randy Rodriguez was the opener yesterday and had 5 Ks in 2 2/3 innings, giving up 1 hit and 1 run. He had these fastballs and sliders. He faced Kyle Hendricks, who had 4 Ks in 7 innings, giving up 2 runs. Hendricks had this changeup as well as these filthy curveballs. And I love this Lance Lynn-like crotch grab from Savage Kyle. Look at this. Kyle is feeling himself. I matched him up with Lance Lynn here, and you can see how identical they are. All right, maybe not. Kevin Gausman had 5 Ks in 6 innings, giving up 3 earned runs. He had these fastballs and splitter. He faced Brian Bayo, who had 2 Ks in 2 1/3 innings, giving up 7 runs. He had this fastball and slider for a sword. But the 7 runs really put a damper on the Red Sox odds to win. They lost 9-4 to the Blue Jays. David Peterson had 8 Ks in 4 1/3 innings, giving up 1 run. His command was, he gave up 5 walks, but his stuff looked pretty good. He had these fastballs, changeups, curveballs, and sliders. And he faced Garrett Cole, who pitched great if you like home run derbies. He gave up 4 home runs as the Mets beat the Yankees 9-7. Bobby Miller had 1 K in 2 innings, giving up 3 runs. He had this 98-mile-an-hour fastball. Bobby Miller wasn't sharp, but he was sharp enough for the Dodgers to beat the White Sox because they won 4-3. He faced Chris the Snake Flexen, who had 3 Ks in 5 2/3 innings, giving up 4 runs, and had this changeup and cutter. Tyler Anderson had 2 Ks in 5 innings, giving up 3 runs. Don't look now, but his ERA is 2.63 this year. He had these changeups, and Ty won as the Angels flew past the A's 7-5. He faced Mitch Pence, who had 6 Ks in 5 1/3 innings, giving up 6 runs. He had this elevated cutter and slider. Mackenzie Gore had only 1 K in 5 innings, giving up 5 runs and 3 walks. His K was on this slider and curveball combo to Machado, which was filthy. He knocked Machado to his knees and then got him with a curveball. But the Padres won 9-7, partly because of this. The Nats took exception to Jurickson Profar's celebration from the day before, started something even before the first pitch. And then Mackenzie Gore hit Profar in the leg with a 98-mile-an-hour heater. Now, I know it probably wasn't on purpose. I mean, look at Mackenzie Gore's reaction here. But, I mean, I can't say it definitely wasn't on purpose. I mean, Gore fought his teammate the previous game. So, who knows? But anyway, this really fired up the Padres, and Profar later on got his revenge by hitting a grand slam. You know what? This is the way you get revenge in these situations. Just let your bat do the talking like Profar did. I kind of love this. Adam Major had no Ks and gave up 4 runs. We're not going to feature him. Andrew Heaney had 4 Ks in 5 innings, giving up 2 runs. They had this changeup and slider and picked up some swords. And he faced Hobie Milner, had 2 Ks in 2 innings, giving up 1 run, and had this 90-mile-an-hour heater. Okay, 90 miles an hour is more like a lukewarmer, but anyway, it's a fastball. As the Brewers beat the Rangers 3-1. Zach Littell had 6 Ks in 5 innings, giving up 2 runs. He had this painted sweeper and splitters, as Littell helped the Rays beat the Mariners by a lot, 11-3. He faced Luis Castillo, who had 4 Ks in 5 1/3 innings, giving up 4 runs and 4 walks. He had this sinker and this fastball at the knees, as well as this changeup. Hunter Brown had 7 Ks in 6 innings, giving up 2 hits and no runs, and he did not puke, unlike Hunter Greene. He had these 97-mile-an-hour heaters and these knuckle curves and picked up a sword as the Astros rocked the Rockies 5-2. He faced Austin Gomber, who had 4 Ks in 5 1/3 innings, giving up 5 runs, and had this curveball. Seth Lugo was outstanding yesterday with 8 strikeouts in 6 innings, giving up 2 hits and no runs. His ERA right now is 2.29, but he's still plus 2,500 in the AL Cy Young race. He had these crazy curveballs at 3,456 RPMs and 3,457 RPMs, as well as these fastballs. He faced Yanni Chirinos, who had 5 Ks in 5 innings, giving up 1 run. He kept him in the game as the Marlins sailed past the Royals 2-1. He had this slider and splitter. Now onto my filthiest relievers. Camilo Doval had this wicked slider. Sean Jelly had these knuckle curves. Daniel Hudson had this slider. Elvis Peguero had this wicked slider. Evan Phillips had these filthy sweepers. Bryce Wilson had 4 Ks and 6 scoreless innings of relief yesterday. And Ryan Walker had this wicked slider and sinker. And you can see from this home plate view how deceptive his mechanics are because he crossfires. My top 5 filthiest pitches of the day yesterday. At number 5, we have Hunter Greene and his puke pitch, because anytime you puke, it's a filthy pitch. It's just science. At number 4, Seth Lugo and his curveballs. At number 3, Blake Treinen and these wicked sliders. At number 2, Emmanuel Clase and this 102-mile-an-hour dart. Look at him hit a spot here with this 102-mile-an-hour cutter. This is ridiculous. He also had this 101-mile-an-hour cutter. And at number 1, we have Tarik Skubal and his 101-mile-an-hour heater. This FU fastball is just awesome. And now, my pitching ninja moment of zen. I decided to match up Hunter Greene with Gary from Team America. Almost identical. My picks of the day today, I'm going to take Grayson Rodriguez for 5 Ks or more, Luis Heel for 6 Ks or more, Gavin Stone for 5 Ks or more, and top it off with Reynaldo Lopez for 5 Ks or more. What would your picks of the day be?